All right, guys, chapter 261 of Jujutsu Kaisen is out, so let's talk about it. Now, to get it out of the way, I did state that Kenjaku was inside of Gojo's body, but it turns out that wasn't true. It's actually Yuta inside of Gojo's body. We open up the chapter right where we left off with Yuji's hand still inside of Sukuna's chest as he's trying to rip his heart out and thinking about Choso. And then in the second page, we still hear the words domain expansion, and then we then see Gojo with his eyes closed clearing through the dust. We then see Sukuna notice Gojo and say, "No way, that's impossible." But then he sees that there are scars on Gojo's forehead and realizes that it's actually Yuta inside of Gojo's body and not Gojo himself. To which Sukuna responds, "I apologize, Yuta Okotsu. I didn't know you were capable of doing such things. I underestimated you." It's then revealed that Yuta actually had Rika consume Kenjaku's body so he could copy his curse technique. However, as we know, Yuta can only use copy curse technique for 5 minutes, so he's only going to be able to use Gojo's body for 5 minutes. To which Maki asks what happens after the 5 minutes, and Yuta says he doesn't know. But Mei inquires and makes an assumption saying it's going to be one of a couple of options. One, Yuta will have to live forever in Gojo's body and will no longer have access to his copy curse technique. Or two, after the 5 minutes of his copy curse technique actually runs out, that's it. It's over and he'll be unalived. Yuta then says he's okay with this plan, but he does need to try to fight Sukuna with his own domain first. They can only do this if this is an absolute last result, to which Hikari even agrees to as well. Kusakabe then says, "What about your humanity?" And Yuta, like a goat, says, "What about humanity? We are fighting the strongest sorcerer in history. Who cares about humanity? We need to win." To which Yuta responds and asks everyone, "Are you worried about becoming monsters?" And Maki says, "No, they're all just worried about you." And then Yuta says, "What about Gojo? Gojo is important too. If no one else is willing to become a monster, then I'll do it." To which Gojo responds, "I'm not going to worry about my body because I'm not going to lose anyway." Yeah, about that, Gojo. And then Gojo and Gaku Ganji continue to talk in the flashback as they're actually entering the room with all of the elders, revealing that in the end, Gojo was the one who unalived all of the elders. Yuta says, "Don't become a monster," but Gojo responds and said, "I can't become a monster because I got left alone a long time ago," as he thinks about Geto. And then while thinking back to Geto, he thinks, "I must catch up," which is kind of ominous. We then go into a flash forward of a flashback to Yuta being on the operating table with Shoko. And then Yuta admits to Shoko that he knows his physical body is at its end, so they must commence the ceremony for the body swap technique. And then we flash back towards the present as they are opening up their domain expansion for one more clash against Sukuna and Gojo's domain. And from what I can tell, we are on break next week. Absolutely wild chapter, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm very happy that Kenjaku was not inside of Gojo's brain. But, like I said multiple times, the chance of Gojo coming back was actually like 30-70, and he's not actually officially back. He's just back because Yuta's inside of his body, which some people are counting. I personally don't count. I enjoyed the chapter, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.